Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Gaming platform Roblox is introducing a new feature for verifying users' ages. Take a selfie, and the AI will estimate the user's age. If the tech determines they're over 13, then the user will have access to the new Trusted Connections feature, where they can chat freely with other Roblox users. Delighted to say that joining us now is Roblox's CEO, David Baszucki. Dave, good morning. Thank you for being back on Bloomberg Tech. I find the tech so interesting here. Could we just go over the basics of how it works and why this is the right technology for this issue?
Yeah, thank you. We've been innovating on safety and civility for almost 20 years. And what we're rolling out today is our vision for age-based communication. Age-based communication, especially for teens 13 through 17, which is a vulnerable time, involves a couple things. First, trusted connections, so identifying friends and people that you know and trust. And second, using age estimation to enable trusted connections to actually allow those teens to speak a little more freely on our platform, even though we do scan the text for critical harms. And this is super important because business notwithstanding, engagement notwithstanding, we're trying to keep people on our platform so they don't jump to other platforms where they may share images or where they may communicate without text monitoring.
Dave, the skeptic here will say, well, how good is the AI? How can the video and an AI analysis of it guarantee a correct result that the person using it is indeed age 13 or older?
I want to highlight a couple things. We've been innovating on AI for 4 years plus, and we're running over 200 AI systems. We've open sourced our voice moderation system because it's so good, and we've really advanced the state of the art in text moderation systems as well. This is age estimation. The AI is really good. It's not perfect, of course, but we're leaning conservative in that case. And I'll highlight, we're using this in a conservative way to enable freer communication that is still monitored. So we've really thought a lot about it, and we think this is the future of how teens will communicate.
In testing, what has the proportion been of sort of false positives and accurate results? And is there an element of sort of human moderation in the first instance?
Yeah, well, I want to highlight historically, there's always been an element of moderation on Roblox, and all text, all voice, all images has always gone through moderation, including AI and human moderation. So we have such a firm foundation for safety. We're using age estimation to, in a way, slightly free up the communication. If you and I were 14 on Roblox and you called me a butthead, I wouldn't see it. We'd see a bunch of hashtags. But it's the kind of thing a lot of teens like to chat about. And when it's with people you know and trust, we're open to letting them communicate more freely in that way.
Dave, it's probably really helpful to put this in the context of a case study or an example, and grow a garden is probably the best, right? So if you just bear with me and then we bring it back to product safety, there are all of these teenagers wanting to be on Grow a Garden and then share with their peers, right? Their friends, their community of a similar age. How does this new technology fit into the daily running of that game and how players and users interact with one another?
Yeah, thanks for highlighting Grow a Garden. Just as last summer Dress to Impress was going crazy on Roblox, right now Grow a Garden has hit over 20 million people playing at the same time, which is actually a record, we believe, for any game in the history of gaming. People really want to hang out with their friends and communicate. And up until now, if you and I were 15 and we were trying to communicate, once again, we might see some hashes and some blocking when we're trying to compete in the game. With the release of this, if we are trusted connections and we can validate we're people we know and we trust, and then we take a selfie to estimate our age, we're going to be able to communicate more freely and have possibly more fun in Grow a Garden, and be less likely to go to some other platform where maybe we start sharing selfies or things that we don't allow on Roblox.
Right. Dave, is Grow a Garden the biggest game you've had ever?
Well, I think it's been very public. A couple weekends ago, we hit over 30 million people on Roblox playing at the same time. And for a moment in time, Grow a Garden hit over 20 million people playing at the same time. It's not just the biggest we've ever had on Roblox. That is, we believe, the largest concurrent player of any game in history.
And just very quickly, Dave, would you just define largest concurrent played?
We believe from the Guinness Book of World Records that 20 million is the largest concurrent players of any game in real time in history.
Okay, understood. What many people don't appreciate about Roblox is the scale of your own infrastructure, I think, that you run yourself. You have a lot of footprint on-prem. With all the activity, are your servers and CPUs just melting on Friday and Saturday nights, or how are you handling all of the traffic right now?
We do like it when our servers melt as long as we stay live and we stay up. And what we have done over the last couple of years is abstracted all of this infrastructure we have. And you're absolutely correct. We believe we get better performance, better reliability, and better cost building out all of our own data centers around the world. We have started working with partners, though, and you know those partners, Azure, Amazon, AWS, GCP, at peak times to burst into their cloud as well. And so we can run all of our own infra, but for Saturday morning for 2 hours, we're actually relying on some of these partners to hit those peaks.
Dave, Roblox has been subject to a lot of scrutiny over child safety. The feature that you're announcing today, but also the sort of technological capability, for you as the leader of this company, where does it rank in what you think will sort of address those historic issues, but also just allow you to move forward in growing? Because you have an ambition, right, to capture 10% of the market. And I'm just trying to understand how this piece of tech allows you to tap into a demographic that will get you there.
We've been focusing on safety, civility as top priority for almost 20 years. We believe this is the future of communication on social platforms, especially for teens. And we believe the future will be, for teens in that vulnerable time, trusted connections plus some form of age estimation or verification, or maybe someday help from the phone vendors and other things, but ultimately for private chat. We believe this is the future. So we haven't been waiting for the law. We haven't been waiting for legislation. We think this 13 through 17 segment is just as important as 13 and under and 18 and up.
We didn't even get to advertising on the platform or all of the millionaires that are being minted through the platform. Dave Baszucki, you have to come back, CEO of Roblox. Thank you very much.